Now once you're all the way across, we're going to start doing the loop stitch. So if you just want to learn the loop stitch, this is where you're gonna do it. So the loop stitch is every other row, and we're gonna start off. So we're now looking at the wrong side of the project, the back side. How we're going to do this is exactly the way you need to do it in order to keep those locked. So if you decide to change the format in any way of how it's done, the loops may fall out on you. So that's a disclaimer for you. So we're gonna start off, and we're gonna still single crochet, but we're gonna create the loop stitch. So chain 1, and you're going to insert your hook into the very first stitch. So going in. Now what is the hard part here is usually we just yarn over and pull through. In this case I want to go between my index finger in the space here and grab the yarn and pull through, and I don't want to release this loop off the hook, and I need to jam my hook in between my 2 fingers and pull the yarn through the next 2 loops, and that's it. And now it's locked. So now I'm gonna take out my finger. So let's go to the next one. So in, we'll do several examples. So in, go between the 2 fingers and pull, leaving my finger in place, and then jam the hook in between my fingers to grab the new part of the yarn and pull through those 2. So your finger is the regulation of how big these loops will be, and once it's done, pull it out. So in, between the fingers, pull, and then now jam between the fingers again and pull. This has taken me a bit of practice in order to do it so smoothly on camera, so just make sure that when you're starting, don't give up right away. Practice makes it better. So going in, between, leave your finger in place, and then going in between. Now originally when I was starting to do this, I wasn't following the diagram so carefully that I was taking out my finger too early, and therefore it kind of makes everything really sloppy. So leave your finger right into the end. So going in, between, and then between and pull. Okay, so I'm gonna just quieten it up as I go across so you can watch. Now I'm coming up to the end. I found with myself the less I'm able to hold the project, the bigger the loops become. So at the end you may have larger loops on the one side. You can safely trim those down once you get your pillow face done, and you can see it. So if that's upsetting you at this moment, don't worry about it. You can always fix that later. So once you've got all the way to the end, you're just gonna turn your work, and you'll see all the loops that are on this side. Now you can just go through there and just give it a tug if you want to. It's completely up to you. There is a knot that's been formed, but by tugging it you will tighten up the knot. So this is the good side of the project, the right side. So just chain up 1, and then you're just gonna single your crochet yourself all the way back across. So the loop stitch is only done when you're on the wrong side of the work, and it forces the loops to go to the front side. So every other row you pretty much get a holiday. So we're going to then turn your work, and you start the loop stitch again. So chaining 1, going in, and then you just continue with what you already know. And in time you will get faster, I'm sure of it. Me, it's just I'm like an hour into my first time ever doing this, so I think in time if I did a whole pillow face I would get faster and faster at this concept. You know, speed is not everything. The journey is part of the fabulousness with crochet, but in time you'll get more comfortable, and then you may have trouble switching back to regular crochet after you do a whole pillow like this. So this is the loop stitch. This is what is showing on the pattern, and then you can just follow the pattern itself. It's linked in the more information of this video if you want it, and then just follow the dimensions, but really the key element is the loop stitch that is demonstrated within this particular pattern. So without further ado, that's it for today. Have a great day, and we hope to see you again real soon right here on the Crochet Crowd, as well as my friends over at yarnspirations.com. Bye bye.